But police are still working to get in contact with the next of kin for the victims who were killed. We have been able to identify some of the victims after speaking with their families, as well as the acts of heroism that happened during the chaotic moments.
ABC7 has just confirmed before this newscast that Javier Amir Rodriguez was killed in the shooting. He would have been a 10th grader at Horizon High School. That information is according to a district official. ABC7 also confirming 24-year-old Jordan Anchondo and her 23-year-old husband Andre were killed. Her family told me that Jordan Anchondo was likely trying to shield their 2-month-old son and fell on him as he was shot. The baby suffered broken bones, 2 fingers. The family got confirmation this afternoon of Andre's death. I was on the phone with his mother, Brenda, when she received the news. The young couple leaving behind 3 small children.
3 kids, 5 and younger, without parents now. And there's 60-year-old Arturo Benavides, an Army veteran and a bus driver for Sun Metro. Among the injured are Jessica Coco Garcia, Memo Garcia. The Garcias were at the Walmart holding a fundraiser for their son's baseball team when they were shot.
The couple's 5-year-old son and 11-year-old daughter were both at the Walmart and were not hurt and saw everything.
Maribel Latin was also hurt. We were able to speak with Maribel in the hospital. We'll share her extraordinary moments at the scene of the shooting. Of the injured, a family from Chihuahua who came to El Paso to shop. 45-year-old Mario de Alba, his wife, 44-year-old Olivia Mariscal, and 10-year-old daughter Erika were also wounded. The Mexican government confirmed 6 Mexican citizens were killed, among them Sarah Esser Regalado and
Gloria Irma Marquez, and both are from Juarez, and 3 residents from other parts in north and southern Mexico.
Again, 20 killed, 26 more injured. The carnage beginning outside the Walmart moments before the shooter ever even entered the megastore. And on this Saturday morning, stand out in front of the building, children standing out in front. The El Paso Fusion, a youth soccer team, holding a fundraiser when all of a sudden the gunman began his reign of terror.
I just yelled, "The shooting, throw yourself on the floor." We all threw ourselves on the floor.
Maribel Latin and her 10-year-old daughter, 2 of the first to witness the shots.
We had nowhere to run.
She and those children just feet away from the gunman.
I looked to the front. This guy was 2 cars away from us, just shooting at us.
Then a brief pause, a moment in time standing still.
I saw him reload his gun and walk towards us again. And he just cold-bloodedly came straight at us and shot us. He shot 8 rounds. I had to pretend I was dead.
Pretend and pray.
He shot 8 more rounds, and all I could say is, God, please take care of my children. And please don't let him do anything to my daughter or any of the girls in our team.
Meanwhile, 2 coaches from a partner baseball team receiving desperate calls for help. Like first responders, Jimmy Villatoro and Ramon Garcia arrived within minutes. While shots were now ringing inside, outside a gruesome scene. Coach Guillermo Garcia, shot while leading the fundraiser for his daughter's soccer team.
When I approached them, I asked him where the kids were. He said he didn't know. And I asked him again where the kids are. And he said he didn't know.
Moments later,
I found a couple of kids from the team. There was about 5 of them.
Other children, including Coach Memo's son, found at the nearby Sam's. The kids safe, but carrying the most horrifying of moments with them forever.
The girls were crying. They were asking about their dads. They were asking about their moms. I knew where their dads were, but I couldn't tell them.
Maribel, not even realizing in the moment, she had been shot twice. Once in the elbow, once in the foot. And yet, she's one of the lucky ones.
This guy was on a mission to just shoot and kill. And that's what he did.
Maribel's daughter was not physically wounded. Her prayers answered. Unfortunately, many others on Saturday were not. And while Maribel's still recovering over at UMC, the heroic coach that we mentioned, Memo Garcia, is recovering at Del Sol, which is where we find ABC7's Nate Ryan with more on how their youth community is standing by their own. Nate.
Yeah, Eric, I'm here at Del Sol Medical Center, where behind me, Coach Memo Garcia in a medical-induced coma, all stemming from a morning in which he and his wife at the Walmart raising funds for local sports, one of the pillars of our very community. But earlier this afternoon, we saw firsthand how powerful and how strong that community can be at the El Paso Sports Park, a vigil in the name of Coach Memo, his wife Jessica, Maribel Latin, and the other victims of yesterday's shooting. Maribel's husband Daniel and daughter Maylene were present, emotional in addressing the crowd. 10-year-old Maylene, who was in the parking lot yesterday. Tears were shed, prayers were shared, but through all of it, the sense of community. A majority of the people in attendance not knowing any of the victims personally, but it didn't matter, because to each one of the individuals present, it was one of their own.
The respect that we show our own, and this is what you're seeing right now. You know, we don't know the people affected in this particular team, but we're here with them every weekend. We pass them by. I'm sure we've crossed paths many a times, and we're here to support them at their time of need.
Yeah, the El Paso Sports Park, where most weekends these players, these parents, usually gathering to celebrate in fun-filled games and activities, but now today in a vigil in memoriam and remembrance of the victims of the El Paso shooting at Walmart yesterday. But know this, the strength in numbers at this afternoon's vigil, also fighting with their coach, their beloved Coach Memo, here behind me tonight. Nate Ryan, El Paso Strong.